Hey everyone, please check out my Marvel and Harry Potter channel. I'm really working around the clock to bring you guys Vader Episode 2.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey everyone, how are you doing today? So in The Last Jedi, we saw the disturbing story of how Luke was going to murder his nephew in his sleep, because he had some bad feelings about his embarkment into the dark side, and saw premonitions of what he would do to his temple, let alone the galaxy. Instead of talking to his nephew about everything, he had the inclination to go to his bedside and ignite his lightsaber to kill him, before having second thoughts about it. Once Ben saw this, he immediately realized his uncle went crazy and is trying to murder the boy in his sleep, so he summons his blue lightsaber and blocks the attack, or swings at him, however you want to see it. He then summons the Force to pull down the hut, crashing on Luke's head. We later see Luke awaken to the burning of the temple and the death of so many of his students scattered on the ground. So the question could be proposed, why didn't Kylo, who hated Luke so much and saw that he wanted to kill him, just use the Force to lift the pillars off his uncle and then make a couple slashes to his unconscious body, killing him for good? I have 4 theories on this, so let's begin. The first being, well, there's the possibility that Luke was just dazed for a second, and with his massive Grandmaster powers, he'd have come to and woken up as the rubble was being lifted off of him, only to force push Ben away, and then, well, the rest is kind of history. Luke would be in favor at that point. Ben needed to keep him under the rubble and unconscious as long as possible, for him to do whatever it is that he needed to do at the temple. And so far, we know that was to burn it down and kill everyone, possibly with others on his side. The second theory is quick, it's just that he didn't have time. There was a plan for him to burn the temple that night anyways, and Luke felt it, so he acted. He needed to basically do everything quickly in order to burn the temple down and kill people, and possibly steal what he came to steal, if that was part of the plan. The third, and one of the most plausible, is that he still had lots of good in him. He couldn't bring himself to killing someone who, for the most part, was closer to him than his actual father. He probably spent much more time with Luke as a young boy and teenager, who believed more in the Force than Han Solo did, who always scoffed at it until older age. The fourth theory is something that kind of plays on Mark Hamill's tweet. It was a really cryptic one regarding Adam Driver, who plays Kylo Ren. He basically said Adam is a good guy playing bad. And that falls into my fourth theory. Kylo definitely does some evil stuff, but I don't think he's actually evil. It's all for the greater good, which is exactly what Anakin believed he was doing. He makes Luke look dead in order to save him from whoever else might have been at the temple that night. These are my 4 theories on why I think Kylo didn't just finish the job. Of course, plot armor. We can't have Luke die, or, well, we can't have Luke die like that, at least, in Episode 8. See, now, if Kylo is actually a good guy playing bad, and this was all a plan between Kylo and Luke, that would be the biggest mind ever. I mean, I wouldn't really know I don't even know how to make it into a theory video. It's like, what would Kylo's purpose be there in that situation? Why would they even do this? If this is the scenario, if this is actually the case, it was all just an act between the two, Kylo needed to get something from Snoke, or rather from the First Order, that only he had access to. And in order to do this, he had to kind of fake everything. But, I mean, then you would have to fake burning the temple, and so maybe Luke isn't very privy to it, but perhaps Kylo has a plan after all. So, which one do you believe the most in this video? Thank you for watching. Hit like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.